weekend, everybody. Glad you're with us. We've got a Thursday matinee on the show. It's the New York Mets and the Arizona Diamondbacks. We're all eager to see if his heroics last time out carry over. He was absolutely dialed in at the plate, Singy.
Dialed in is right, partner. Everything seemed to be going his way. Looking forward to seeing if that same timing and energy carries over in this one.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go now. On the hill here today, Ryan Yarborough. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective.
Diamondbacks 0.
They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Now time called at the plate. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And one away.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
And now it's Frankie Lindor. Lindor working through some struggles lately.
Yeah, they say baseball is a game of failure, and that's true even for longtime major leaguers. Sometimes you'll have tough stretches just like this, but he's an experienced vet. He'll probably right the ship soon.
Gurriel handles the chance, and there are two down. Here's a Mets lineup now. In that cleanup spot, a key piece for this club, Juan Soto.
Well, right in the middle of this lineup, and that's exactly where he belongs. I mean, he's there for a reason, Boog. This guy, they know they can rely on him, and he's a force, a presence there that, you know, puts a little trepidation in that opposing pitcher. We'll see what kind of impact he has in this one.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And that keeps the inning going.
He was all over that one. There was nothing under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it. And now let's see if they
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Mullins. And that's score. Major League Baseball. Back here at Chase Field. And on the hill today, number 26. And Singy, he's one of the most dominant arms in all of baseball.
Well, he brings into this one an excellent strikeout to walk ratio on the season, and when you consider the amount of swings and misses that he gets and the fact that he's not issuing free passes, that's going to make him more economical in his pitch count, allow him to move into the middle and deeper part of ball games. So we'll see if that remains true in this one.
And that one's a little
so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Drew Jones stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Siggy, this is a guy that grew up in big league clubhouses, and it's something that you see throughout the game. Sons whose fathers also played the majors. Swings and misses, struck him out. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
On to Simeon. Got him. Throw to first, but he beat it. Andrew Vaughn now. He has consistently been one of the best in the sport against lefties, and yet the righties give him trouble. You know, you don't want to be labeled as that guy, but the numbers say what they say. 2 outs, and that is out of play.
Well, he's a good player, but if he wants to be great, he's going to have to figure it out against right-handed pitchers. There's so many right-handers in the game that...
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. One left for the Diamondbacks. We played an inning, no score. New inning getting started, and now the right fielder, number 4. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. Right side, Jones under it, puts it away for the out. One up, one down. So here's Robert now. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Perdomo sends it across to first, and they take care of Robert for the out.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
2 down, bases empty. Here's the veteran first baseman, Jorge Polanco. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there are certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
And no throw. He's into first easily.
Batting 8th, catcher
2 outs, runner at first.
Alvarez.
And next for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. The pitch. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. The throw is still in time, and they do get the out. Mets leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now the D-backs catcher, Gabriel Moreno. On the ground to first, and it goes just foul. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
And it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Out of bounds right side. Over to first. And that quickly 2 away.
Batting 7th, third baseman, J.D. Davis.
Now it's J.D. Davis. Two outs, base is empty. And a foul ball. That one down the line, and foul ball. 0-0 here in the bottom of the second.
Is that stadium announcer a Kid Loeb?
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. Offense held in check there. We played 2 full. We're tied 0-0.
Iglo.
Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. The 1-1. Out towards left center. Gurriel has it sized up. Makes the catch for the out. So the batting order turns over. And next is the designated hitter.
Of joy.
Out to short. Throws to first. Out. Number 2.
Shortstop, Francisco.
Here's another look with StatCast, Singy. The throw needed to be strong to beat the runner, and it was.
Yeah, that play was close, and I think we need to credit that 88-mile-per-hour throw as the difference maker right there. That's just impressive.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Ground ball up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and he reaches safely.
We don't see this a whole lot anymore where hitters with 2 strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was
They
trying to hit
hit the
that
ball
hole, I
before the
believe.
announcer
Very
finished
good
their
at bat
name
with 2
low.
strikes.
Stepping in, Reggie Crawford. Swings through that one out in front that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
The 1-2. Just misses with that one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one outside, and now 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Right side, Alexander. Slings to first, and that'll do it. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. Welcome back, and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers.
Blaze Alexander.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. He's got it, and there's one away.
Bill, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Jordan Lawler stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
The 1-1 is fouled off. One down, base is empty. On the ground at first. And he takes it himself for the out.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, center fielder, Cedric Mullins.
And now the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. That one hammered center field. Robert hustling after it. And that one hops the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Everything came together for him. That pitch came off the bat really well into center field, and he clearly put a nice swing on it. And anytime you can get one to drop in out there, you know you stung it pretty good, because it seems like center fielders these days, to a man, these guys can run down just about everything hit their way. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
There's a swing and a drive. And that is a foul ball. Out to short. Lindor fires to first on the run. On the money. Nice play. So one hit. Welcome back.
Leading
Let's
off
take a look at how
for
the series
Mets,
has played
left
out so
fielder,
far.
Juan Soto.
Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Now it's the right fielder. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. One out, bases empty. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
And now here's the big center fielder, Luis Robert. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it to improve your game, but ultimately you either have it or you don't.
A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. The throw to first, and the Mets go 1-2-3. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. And midway in the fourth, we're tied 0-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the fourth, stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
That's inside. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. Makes the grab, one down. And Chris, beyond the fact that he's so incredible defensively, he also can swing the stick. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Andrew Vaughn. The number 3 overall pick out of Cal for the White Sox in 2019. Breaking ball misses down and away. Next offering is in for a strike. And that skips in the dirt. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Fair ball.
Up next for the
Dominant performance for him today, Boo. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Gabriel Moreno getting ready to hit. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Vaughn leads off first with 1 away. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. Snags it for the second out.
Now batting left fielder, Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
Here's Gurriel. This ball's chopped on the ground. Crawford throws to first in time, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. 1 left for Arizona, and we're still knotted at 0. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Swing and a miss. Moreno collects, fires to first, gets him. 1 away on a drop third strike.
Well, you see him trying to pull that inside pitch right there, and that's not the kind of approach that you want to have. Even if you do get to it, it's going to be very difficult to keep it fair. You're just going to make it a long strike at best. You have to be able to stay within the baseball on the inside of that path to it, and that way, if you're a little quick, the ball gets hit hard somewhere, and it's not foul.
One down, base is empty. Just missed.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. Makes the turn and heads for second. Check that. He'll stop at first with a single after putting on the brakes.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Go ahead run on base. Marcus Semien up now for the Mets. Grounder might be 2. Goes to second for 1. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. And we still have no score. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. Now it's J.D. Davis.
Third baseman, J.D. Davis.
And he gets that fastball by him upstairs.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Blaze Alexander stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Pitch misses there, and it's 2-1. And that's outside.
Well, in this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
That one finds the zone, and it's 3-2. This to third, and a foul ball. Davis gets his lead at first, nobody out. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Base knock, and now a free pass. This has the makings of a big inning if they can get a couple more quality at bats.
First and second, no outs. Lawler, the next to hit. And he lays one down the left side, and that's a foul ball. And a pop-up right side. And there's one down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Cedric Mullins.
Here's the center fielder, Cedric Mullins.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
That one pulled foul.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning-ending double play, Boog.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Got him! Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Man, that slider bearing in on your hands like that, it's just so tough to fight off. It's kind of like a cutter and just can eat you up, saw you off. Tell you what, hitters have nightmares about that pitch. Perfectly executed out there on the mound.
Drew Jones stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Line drive. Lays out and makes the play.
A bit of a do or die there. He lays out, makes the diving catch, and he strands a couple of runners.
Back now is it'll be a pinch hitter to lead off. Mark Vientos.
Bringing in some thunder in a big spot, and they're hoping he can get a hold of one for sure.
Handles, throws to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Now the Diamondbacks manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Ryan Yarbrough done for the afternoon, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Change delay.
Pitching
So
for
out of
the
the pen for the Diamondbacks, John
number
Curtis.
46.
And he's been fantastic this year. Really stingy in terms of allowing base runners. He's just got great stuff that's tough to square up.
Here's Francisco Lindor. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Chopper right side. Lindor retired.
When you look at the ability to save runs
Now
defensively, but
batting,
then
third
also
baseman,
put runs
Reggie
up on the
Crawford.
scoreboard, that's the kind of player that every championship team needs to have.
So up next for New York, Reggie Crawford.
Ball, that's outside.
Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Justin Martinez, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Number 27, warming up as well. And no one can get there.
Now batting, left fielder Juan Soto.
Go ahead run on base. Juan Soto up now for the Mets.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
2 outs. Hard hit right side. In time to ball. 3rd out. Nice work from the snake pen there. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 coming up. No score. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year.
Shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo.
Manager out of the
Pitching for
The Mets
New York
with a new
Mets.
arm on the mound, Craig
Number
Kimbrell.
46.
Big swing and miss stuff right
Craig
here, Boo.
Kimbrell.
Averaging more than 1 strikeout per inning this season. So far, he's been pretty electric.
I'm held under by the world and I'm way too scared. It's a struggle through the trouble underwater as the bubbles from my mouth onto the surface while I'm buried by the rubber and my lungs can pause. They lost without a notion of the ocean that exists outside this puddle that you're floating in. I'm hoping through me you can drop some headgear and a flashlight to see what's going on in here. And if I fly and I'm gone next year, you can discover all these others you can hear and you can come to learn and love. But don't forget the words I stick to the runner from day one. I got plenty, but hopefully it's just begun. That's one.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. And a swing and a miss. 1 away.
Well, that's such a critical pitch in terms of execution
batting,
right there. The
number
pitcher
50,
has to finish it.
Andrew
Otherwise,
Vaughn.
probably gets hit pretty hard. If you leave that out over the plate or you don't get it down enough, quickly turns into something that gets smoked. But if you can place it where he did, it's a really deceptive
That's ball
pitch.
4.
And that's ball 4.
Up next for the Diamondbacks.
Gabriel Moreno
Catcher,
stands in now for the
Gabriel
Diamondbacks.
Moreno.
Moreno swinging it much better this season in away games than here at home. And it's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ground ball. And that's a fair ball. They get it in quickly. So 1st and 2nd now 1 out.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes,
Up
but
next
found a
for the
way. Turned on it
Diamondbacks.
nicely.
Left
Definitely a little
fielder,
out in front of the pitch,
Lourdes
but he didn't hook
Gurriel
around it too
Jr.
much and was able to keep it fair down the line. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Line and a base hit into right. And they stop him at 3rd, so bases loaded with 1 away.
Now, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a run. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Kimbrel ready. Here it comes. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. With the go-ahead run at third here in the bottom of the sixth. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big two-out at bat coming up now.
Blaze Alexander stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Swings and misses. And it's 1-2.
2 strikes.
On the ground, right side. Simeon toss over to first. Out to escape a bases-loaded jam unscathed. Huge opportunity missed there. 7th inning coming up, and we still have no score. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Number 27.
And he's had a really hard time throwing strikes so far this season. His walk rate is up there among the worst in the league for relievers.
And now the right fielder. Backed off the plate that time. Two. Good job to fight that one off. And that's in the dirt.
Full.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. That one ripped right center field. Mullins moving back for it. Grabs it right up against the wall.
Up next for the Mets, center fielder Luis Robert Jr.
Luis Robert now. The delivery to Robert. Swings through that.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Next pitch is outside. All tied up here in the top half of inning number 7. And he can't come up with it. And it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out.
Up next for the Mets, first baseman Jorge Polanco.
The batter now, Jorge Polanco.
Well, both sides equally as strong. So not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Gurriel handles the chance. Back here at Chase Field, bottom of the seventh. Now it's the DH, Jordan Lawler. Here comes the manager. So they turn things over to the righty, Reed Garrett.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
Two now. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Now one away.
Now batting.
Next up for the Diamondbacks, Cedric Mullins. One down, base is empty. On the ground, right side. Finds its way through, base hit.
Multi-hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been having lately, I'm sure he's feeling some relief. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you enough. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
One gone, runner at first. Now the number 2 hitter, Drew Jones. Double play ball to second. Glove flip for one, and that's 2.
Well, the second baseman made that one look easy. Great feed to the shortstop. Shortstop completes the play. They get out of a jam, and they end the inning.
Justin Martinez on the pitch out of the pen here.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
Francisco Alvarez digs in now.
He's a big, strong guy, can untie this game with one swing.
And that is downstairs. Now 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And it's caught for the out.
Now batting, second baseman, Marcus Semien.
Now it's Marcus Semien. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Well, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Next offering way off the plate.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against it.
In time, Devon. Out on a bang-bang play, but he made it close.
Well, as a hitter, it can be kind of tough. You get a hard-throwing reliever that comes in the ball game. You don't know exactly what his pitches are doing, and that clearly blew him up on the hand, sawed off that bat. Tell you what, the bat companies, they're pretty happy when guys like this come in out of the bullpen.
And now it's Mark Vientos. Foul ball there. That misses the zone. Now 2-2.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
The other way, makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. So they go quietly there. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. And we still have no score. On to the bottom of the 8th, and here is Geraldo Perdomo.
Shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo.
This one in the air. Brings it in, and there's one down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn.
Andrew Vaughn stands in now for the Diamondbacks. You too.
8-2.
Got him swinging. 2 gone.
Now batting, the catcher,
Gabriel Moreno will hit next. Two down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swing and a miss, struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game. So 1, 2, 3 go to Diamondbacks. Still no score. So they turn to their closer, Randy Rodriguez.
And he's been hit pretty hard at times this year, so he's looking for better. Right now, giving up more than a hit per inning.
Now up to him, Francisco Lindor.
Shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Ripped to short. Perdomo on to first. And they get the leadoff man in the 9th.
Now batting, third baseman, Reggie Crawford.
Reggie Crawford up now for the Mets.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
One down, base is empty. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. When you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch.
This one in the air, center field. Mullins settles under it. Brings it in, and that'll do it. Nothing doing for the offense that time. 6, 7, 8 scheduled to start the bottom of the 9th. No score. Bottom 9, now at the plate, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Here comes the skipper. Devin Williams into the game.
He's certainly been one of their better relief pitchers this season. The numbers are really solid, so they feel great about handing the ball over to him.
Me dice que le gusta con el traje. Baby, muévelo como no sabe. Me dice que le gusta tu negrado. Le gusta acusar
fastball is outside. And now it's 3-2. J.D. Davis in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Got him. Foul tip, strike 3. Now the third baseman, J.D. Davis. Base is empty, 1 away. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Ball 4, he walked in, and that keeps things going.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I'll tell you what, he earned that walk.
Next to hit for Arizona, Blaze Alexander. And a count 1-2. 1 down, winning run on first. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 2 out.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
High chopper to third. And a foul ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's the 3rd out, and we'll play extra innings in this one.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Substitution now at second base. Entering is the pinch runner, Carson Benj. On to extra innings. Now, number 4.
Now, this guy, a player that, if he gets on base, has the ability to really be aggressive.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. And they get it in quickly. Think that comes back to bite him?
Boy, it's hard to say. That runner on second to start extras is critical. You want to make sure you don't waste him. If they don't score this inning, there'll be some second guessing for sure.
And now it's Luis Robert. Line drive, that's a base hit. In comes the run from third, and they've got the lead in extra innings. Runner stops at third, and they're at the quarters with nobody out.
Big swing of the bat right
That's
there.
1 Diamondbacks 0.
Just an awesome swing of the bat, quick hands, and just launched the baseball. 108 on the exit velocity. Man, that is coming off the bat pretty good. I know he's feeling good about it.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. Jorge Polanco now at the plate. And there's the ball.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Run scores.
That's 3 singles in a row. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle.
That's 2 Diamondbacks 0.
But that's a good approach, paying off.
Now the Diamondbacks manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the
Pitching for the
first and
Diamondbacks.
second. No outs.
Number
Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets.
Inning.
And that one pulled foul.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Swing and a pop-up. He's got it. Both runners tagging. Save. And now second and third with one gone.
Now batting, second baseman, Marcus Semien.
Here is Marcus Semien.
This is all about situational hitting. It's crucial in this spot. Do whatever it takes to put the ball in play, and hopefully you find a gap in the defense.
That one out to right. Jones makes the grab. Both runners tagging from second and third. Applies the tag, and they get two. Double play. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Back here in the desert, on to the bottom of the 10th. Down here is Cedric Mullins. Tying run at the plate. Swings through that one.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Now there's one away.
Now batting, number 5.
Now up next for Arizona, Drew Jones.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like
intentional walk coming here, and that sets up the double play possibility. With one away and runners at first and second. 2 on, 1 out. Geraldo Perdomo stands in now for the Diamondbacks. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
2 on, 1 out. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And Arizona with just 1 out left.
Now batting, first baseman.
And here's the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn. And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure.
So now 1 and 2.
Well, a come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him.
Got him. And the crowd goes home disappointed as this one draws to a close.
9 wins in a row. It's such a good feeling right now with this club that no one wants to be the player that causes the team to lose. In fact, they're looking at ways each player every day they come to the ballpark. How can I help us win today? And this is a great feeling. It's like being in the playoffs when individual statistics don't matter. It's all about the team W.
2-0 your final here in this one. And the road team picks up the win and picks up a sweep. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show,